Play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first.
Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
30-yard line.
Second and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and that is incomplete here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run here with Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
To Hunter Henry. Touchdown.
Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Saints nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off for the
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 41.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll work work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Here's Eckler. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Saints nothing.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And it is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff, it's Eckler. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run with Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He's brought down at the 30.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And that's caught by Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The throw from Brees into the hands of Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
The 29-yard line.
Now Brees finding Kamara. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 17-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
The 17-yard
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you. Try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 50, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019 had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Herbert throwing again. They'll get this to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll bring up second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a timeout.
Taken down at the 33.
7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A final shot before half for Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 9. First down, New Orleans.
1st and 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Complete to
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Gain of 7.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 on the ground. This is Kamara fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pick.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Dancing to his left. It's caught by Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
It's the score, Saints 14, Chargers 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Herbert's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And caught by Henry. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
14.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Again, Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. Like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
By Kenneth Murray.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 2.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Inside the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw is Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
44-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
32-yard line. Tonight.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.